What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back with my 1997 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra. I got some comments in the last video, a few of them. The video bombed, it didn't do very well, but that's okay because this project is no longer about getting views. It's more about bringing this car with a cool story back to life. And several people commented and said that they watched the video and they hate the videos of the Mustang, which I thought was kind of strange. If you don't like videos of the Mustang, why are you clicking on videos of the Mustang that you don't like to watch and then complaining about how you don't like to watch videos of the Mustang that you clicked on? I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a little weird. Anyway, we're past worrying about views, guys. If you're new to the channel, this car is kind of a passion project of mine because number one, the odometer shows 11,000 miles. Now, the odometer does not work, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way in hell this car has got more than like 20,000, maybe 25 tops. I guarantee you it's not more than 20. We found a record book in this car that was in a saltwater flood. The book was completely soaking wet with salt water. We dried it out and we went through. The guy that used to own this car, he wrote every trip, every mile that he put on this car. So, and it's a one-owner car. So I have no doubt that the miles are correct. That gear broke at some point. When we got the car, it had been abandoned for years and years. The tires still had good tread, but they were ripped apart. They were like, what were they, 2001 tires? But they had completely disintegrated from sitting, like literally falling apart in pieces. So the car had already been parked for a long time, and then it got hit with a double whammy. The hurricanes hit Florida, and it got flooded up to about here. It was about 60% underwater, and in my videos, we managed to bring the car back to life. It is now something that runs and drives, but there's a few things that need to be addressed in this video before you can actually take it out and really daily drive it, and that's the goal. I want to start daily driving because I got people telling me this car will never make it. It's never going to make it. I'm here to tell you, it will. And I intend to prove it to you. So here's the main thing that keeps us from driving it daily. The turn signal, or sorry, the brake lights don't work because the brake light switch was underwater, corroded, and it doesn't function anymore. I have a new switch for the brake lights. The headlight switch needs to be replaced, but I'm not going to worry about that in this video. If you play with it just right, you can get the headlights and the parking lights to come on. So it does work, and we're not gonna sweat that, but brake lights are super important. We already fixed the heat, we fixed the air conditioning in the last video. We do have headlights and parking lights, we have turn signals, we replaced the clutch, the flywheel, we replaced a lot. The starter, the tires, transmission shifts great in all gears, all of the windows work. So I mean, aside from like brake lights and an e-brake, that's the other big thing that I want is an e-brake. That is all that I need to be able to start daily driving this and prove to people that yes, you can take a car that was flooded up to about here and you can bring it back to life. You absolutely can. It can be done. So here's where I'm at also. This is the convertible top switch. And here is my e-brake, which doesn't work. It's frozen. It's stuck. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to pop this off. We're going to take the shifter knob off. We're going to pop this out. There's some bolts here. I think there's a couple that are hidden under here. Look, here's all the damage from the salt water. Look at that. I never did clean this out. There's a couple screws under here. Then there's a couple bolts under here. We should be able to pull this whole assembly out. All right. The fog light switch works, but I bought a new convertible top switch. We're going to replace that. I'm going to try to hopefully replace the e-brake because in a manual transmission car, you want your e-brake to work. That's another big deal. And there's a switch back in here for the emergency brake. And since that switch is corroded, it will not let me put the convertible top down because it's not detecting that that switch is engaged. But the other thing is the convertible motor sits behind that seat. And remember, this car was underwater, right? So there's a very good probability that the hydraulic pump and motor assembly was underwater and may not work. But if we could get, in this video, if we could get the convertible top working, that would be so awesome. I mean, that would just seriously, all the windows and everything work, dude. That would make my day if we could get the convertible top to come down for the first time and take it for a drive with legal lights, you know, brake lights with the convertible top working. Let's see if the AC still works, because it's been a long time since we've been out here messing with this one. I did not hear the compressor. Uh-oh. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm thinking the AC may have leaked back out again. I was worried about that. It's got no, oh, wait. Nope. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's slow. It took a minute. Oh, that is ice cold. Are you kidding me? It took a minute for it to engage. Boy, when that kicked in, oh man. All right, good. I was worried. I was like, damn, we're going to have to start working on the AC system. Nope, she's still ice cold. Still ice cold. Perfect. Let's get her in the shop. I've already moved everything out, so we got plenty of room, man. Let's get her in there and let's try to get this done. Boy, it runs good. It runs so good. Easy does it. Try not to scrape. I don't think this car scrapes, actually. There we go. All right, we're in. That's good enough. Yeah, I heard the compressor. Woo! Man, I'm surprised by how cold the AC is in this car. I'm not even joking. The air conditioning is crazy good in this car. All right. Shut her down. Let's put her in gear. We really need to fix that e-brake. I've never done an e-brake on one of these cars before, on an SN95, so I have no idea what's going to be involved here. I just know that first, we need to get that center console out. That's going to be my first task. Before we go that far, though, let me pop the hood, disconnect the battery for good measure, okay? That way no accidents happen. Let me get some tools. We'll get over here and we'll start tearing into this bad boy. Let's see what's involved here, how difficult this is going to be. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Another thing, depending on how far we do go with this car, the driver's seat, the electronics are out. So I'm going to need another base, you know, with rebuilt motors so that I can put like basically new tracks back on it so that the power seat will work. There's a lot of little things, but I mean, we're making progress. Each time we come out here and oh, you know what? I need to chalk the wheels because we don't have e-brakes. That's right. Anyway, every time we come out here and we mess with this, we get a little bit closer. See, underneath here, there we go, are the Phillips screws to hold this plastic on. Oh, I'm surprised they're coming out covered in corrosion. Wow. That's... Oh, there's a cup holder here. I didn't realize that. Do you think it works? Look at that. The cup holder still works. Wow. Okay, so now I think you pry somewhere. Pry up and out. Come on. Oh, wait. No? You push, pull, prod, pry. There it goes. It pops out. I knew it did. I just didn't know how. Oh, that sucker is... Oh, she's in there. Look at the salt crystals on the side of it. Wow. All right. There is our problem child, that rusted e-brake that is like... Oh, she's just jammed up. Oh, she's jammed real good. Well, we might as well just go ahead and take this out and be done with it, I suppose. you got to take this knob off, which is no big deal. It just spins off. And then you got to pop this out like this. This boot has to, I think the boot comes out too, right? Same time? Come on. There we go, just like that. Then we got 2 screws, one here and one here. We got 2 more there and there. Or I suppose you could take them out at the top if you wanted to. Just take them out the bottom. They look like T20s. It's gonna have a couple connectors here. There's gonna be a connector for this here, which we need to knock all this stuff out. Anyway, this stuff is in it's not in good shape. You know what I mean? Salt crystals, and that's rough. This can all be pulled out. All right. Let's get a T20. Let's pull this stuff out. Well, I decided to get a little carried away. Curiosity, you might say, got the better of me. And we popped the seat out. We're going to pull this out real quick, just to kind of get a look and see what things are looking like. Oh, look at that. That's the original plastic. Unbelievable. How's this look underneath? I mean, it's a little gnarly, but it's all right. Oh, it's wet. Oh, it's soaked. I thought this was dry. It ain't dry, guys. It ain't dry at all. Look at this. Here's the, oh, it's soaking wet. Look at that. This is the original plastic from this seat that came when the car was brand new. And look at that. It's still in remarkably good condition. I'm glad I pulled that seat out. I was just curious. Which means the padding is soaked back here too. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's very wet back here. Oh, the carpet is wet back here too. Oh boy, okay. Well, I should have known, man. I should have known. Let's get this out. There should be a couple 10 mils. One down there, one down there. Let's pull this seat back out too. Let's see what's going on, because the pump actually sits on the floor right there. And I've already pulled the center console out. So we might as well. A couple 10 millimeters. We'll have this back seat out. We'll be able to look at the pump, and I'll know immediately if it needs to be replaced or not. Well, I took the liberty of pretty much doing everything for you guys. I got a lot to show you. Here's the here's the handbrake that came out of this. Used to be pretty nice, man. It was in good shape. Not so much now. I've already replaced it with the other one. And by the way, the trick to replacing these is a cotter pin, shoving it in there so that you can get the e-brake cable out of this little hole right here. All right. Now, let me show you guys a couple things before it gets too dark. Number one, bottom seat cushion, soaking wet, like I told you, and heavy. Weighs a metric ton. So what I'm going to do, since I'm flying out to California, I'll be gone for at least 3, maybe 4 days. It's going to be nothing but like 80 and 90 degrees out here in Oklahoma. This is going to stay out here and dry. And same thing with the padding underneath. Believe it or not, the padding is in really good shape. It's not the prettiest, but I mean, it's got little rust spots here and there. I don't see any mold, but it's going to sit here and it's going to dry for 3 or 4 days out in the hot sun. Next, the rear seat cushion, we took it out, and I'm happy to report it's actually in beautiful shape. The back seat cushion is far better than the bottom one, and it's not wet at all. This is completely dry. And this is actually really interesting for me, probably not for you, but the date on both of these seats, February 17th. That's my birthday. That's wild. February 17th, 1997, at 19:08 p.m. is when these seats were manufactured. This is crazy because I was born February 17th. I'm 45 years old. I was 17. My 17th birthday. That's, I know, whatever. Some of you are going to be like, come on, Randy. To me, that's something, man. That's something. Okay, let's take a look at the interior. Ignore all the tools and ignore the mess. I know everybody said your whole car is going to be rusted out. Well, guys, it's been sitting for 6 months since the hurricanes, full of water. Do you see it rusted out anywhere? No, nowhere. It's not. Unfortunately, water did get over all of this. The amplifiers both are in rough shape, guys. What is this? A little piece of foam just sitting there. All right. Gonna need both amplifiers. I'm assuming that that's two separate amplifiers because they look identical. They have the same plugs and everything. These are gonna be identical amplifiers. I'm certain of it for the stereo. We replace those, we might get some sound. Probably not. And we're probably gonna have to replace that pump, which is a shame. Now, we've got the new e-brake. Look at this, it works. By golly George, we have a working e-brake. Now, here's what the plugs look like. Some of you are gonna think, oh, they're probably full of corrosion and disgusting. Don't get me wrong, some of them were corroded. Yeah, I cleaned them. I cleaned these big ones with that liquid moly. But I mean, look at this. This isn't corroded. I didn't clean this at all. This one's a little rough, but I mean, I don't see anything here that's like, no, this will never work again. There's a little corrosion in there. I mean, nothing significant. And look at this. Remember the plastic from the seats? Check this out, guys. Come on. Ugh. Oh, I can't get it. There is still plastic stuck to the seat from where it was brand new from the factory. No joke, man. This is incredible. So I've got the new switch installed. I have not put the brake light switch in yet. I do have it. It's sitting somewhere over here. Right now, all I want to know is if we push the convertible top button, does it convertible? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. I'm going to say most likely not. It'd be nice if it did, but yeah, most likely not. It looks like water got over the pump and fairly certain it's never going to work again. I don't want to break this switch, so this is my new brake light switch. We need to install that before I get out of here today. And I'm running out of time. All right, let's fire it up. The brake light comes on when I turn on the e-brake now. It didn't do that before. So with it set and close the door, does the convertible work? Not a sound. Now I know you've got to unlatch it. I get it. We can unlatch it. It ain't gonna do nothing. No. And yes, I disconnected the pump, and it consists of all of 2 wires. No. I was so hoping that by the end of this video, we'd have the convertible working. And it kind of goes up, you know what I mean? A little bit. That's probably the most this convertible top's been open in a long time. No, the motor does absolutely zilch. Now, I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to hook 12 volts up to it. It's a bidirectional motor, so it really shouldn't matter. I think it just reverses the polarity. Positive and negative one direction for closed, positive and negative the other direction for open. But it's trying. See, I'm watching these lights. If you look, it's probably hard for you to see, but watch the lights and you'll see if they dim. Maybe not. Yeah, they do. When I push convertible top open, yeah, they dimmed. So it's almost like it's like it's trying. Just can't do it. Let's see if my e-brake holds. Let's let off the clutch. Will it die? Will it kill it? It will. Yeah, that e-brake is strong. She'll kill it. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I don't hear anything. Like, not a click. Nothing at all. Is this the right one? I'm certain it is. It's got 3 wires. Or could it be this one? Jeez. It could be this one. Crap, I don't remember which one it is. All right, so we've installed a new brake switch. You guys ready to see what happens? Go ahead and hit the brakes. Well, interesting. Let off. Hit them. Try tapping them a few times, like tap, tap, tap. Really? Hit them. Awesome. All right, well, we've got brake lights over here work. Third brake light works. They don't seem to work over here. What are the chances that it's a couple burned out bulbs? I'm going to say slim to none. There's no way. So what could possibly cause the third brake light, both left brake lights, hit them again? Yeah, both lights over there work. Third brake light works, but over here doesn't. Yeah, you see I've already opened this up because I'm expecting I'm going to have to dig in here, start looking at wiring. But take a look down in here, guys. All this concern about, oh, rust, it's going to be completely rusted out. Guys, look around. It's actually really clean and really nice in here. Yes, I already took that pigtail apart and it looked perfectly fine. It's got to come through here, and there's it's like a Phillips thing here you got to take out, and then hopefully we can pull this entire piece out. We'll just take a look back here and see if we got some corrosion or something going between these two connectors. All right, voila, problem is fixed. How did I fix it, you probably wonder? I have no idea. I didn't really do much of anything. I touched a few fuses. I stuck a wire in the brake light switch and just shoved it in there. And I still had the same problem. This one wasn't on. I played with some wires. I'm not sure any of that actually did anything. And then just kind of magically, out of the clear blue sky, it started working again. So now we have brake lights. I checked the signals. Signals work on both sides. Hazard lights work. So everything is working. These lights are important because I cannot daily drive this car without brake lights. I don't need the top to go down. I really don't need much to daily drive, but I want to start driving this car. So before I go any further, let me pull out the wire that I shoved in here. There we go. We just kind of force-fed it juice for a while. And I wanted to show you the inside of the trunk real quick. Come on. So you could see the lack of rust in here. I mean, take a look back here behind all these panels and everything. I mean, it looks really good, guys. I mean, I'm shocked. Here's where all the wiring harnesses are. None of this got wet. I took these wire harnesses apart. Everything was clean and dry as a bone, under no corrosion at all. In fact, here's a wiring harness, if I can get you over to it, that's not even connected to anything. You know what I mean? It's built that way from the factory. No corrosion in there at all. No corrosion back here. Look inside all this. Clean, man. Clean wires. So I'm going to put the brake light housing back on. I'm going to hook up the brake light switch. We're going to assume everything works. And then we're probably getting ready to call it quits, guys. I'm really upset that I couldn't get the convertible motor working. With that said, there is corrosion all over the back of it. I can promise you, if I put power to it, it's not going to do anything. Although we could try, if you guys really wanted to. We could give it a shot. I also cleaned a bunch of connections on the amplifiers. And again, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I think there are dual amplifiers back there. And I've got a guy that actually has a pair of them. I'm getting ready to hit him up for some parts, man, because he might have everything I need. No, that did nothing. I didn't think it was going to do anything. I mean, you don't know unless you try, right? All right. Let me put this back together. The brake light. I'm not going to put any of this back together, the carpeting or anything. I'll do that when I get back. But now, I think, after we put this back together and I verify that it works, we do have a working e-brake now. The e-brake switch is working. I mean, I don't think there's really much else that I can do in today's video since the convertible top doesn't work. That was my big goal other than the brakes. I wanted the brake light switch to work so that I could drive it. Other than that, though, yeah, I think we're about done with today's video. Just had to make sure one more time because even though I said I wasn't putting the trunk back together, I put the trunk back together. I did. I couldn't help it. I didn't want to leave another project on the table for me to deal with when I get back. Let's make sure the flashers, yeah, good deal. Brake lights work, flashers work, signals headlights, brights, all that stuff, man. All right, so if nothing else, here's what we got, guys. We've got a car with brand new tires. We've got a car that has working heat and air conditioning. All the windows work. Headlights, signals, emergency flashers, brake lights, everything works, okay? What that means is that I can now, let me take this wire out. This means that I now have a car that is street legal. I can, ooh, some of y'all are gonna yell at me for getting that on the paint. I can actually drive this car home. Probably not going to tonight, to be honest with you. I still got a few more things I'd like to button up on this. Oh, and the e-brake works now, so that's something new. Convertible top, well, we're gonna need a motor, gonna need a couple amplifiers. Maybe we can bring the stereo system back around. I don't know, I'm not too confident on that. But she's getting there, guys. She's getting there. And with that, that's all I got time for today, man. For those of you that stick around and you really enjoy the Cobra videos, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it because you're the few. Seems like most people just aren't interested in this old car, and honestly, kind of sucks, man. It's got a really cool story, you know what I mean? It went from being almost completely submerged underwater to a car that, as of today, thanks to this video, it's now a car that you could literally take out and drive. You could daily drive this car and have the comfort of heat and air conditioning if you wanted to. It's a long way from being underwater, and it's a long way from being left for dead. And another reason this car kind of has a special place in my heart is, you know, the owners of this vehicle passed away. I don't know the story exactly. I just know that they both passed away like within a week of each other, and it was right after the hurricanes. So I don't know, man. It's like the car got left for dead in the hurricane. It was sent to a scrapyard. The owners passed away shortly after the hurricane. I don't know, man. For some reason, I feel some kind of just a special attachment to this car. And my goal is to get it as good as possible, man. Make it as good as we can make it and prove everybody wrong. That yes, a saltwater flood car, even one that was almost completely submerged underwater, can be resurrected, and it can be a reliable ride. With that, I got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I have a flight at 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to be in Los Angeles as of like 9:30, 9:40 tomorrow morning. I'm going to go pick up a new truck, a Chevy Avalanche 2002. Apparently, it's a super rare truck because it has an 8.1 liter 496 big block. Yeah, and it's a two-wheel drive, which makes it even more rare. Apparently, this particular truck, there's only like 250 ever made because they only made this combination, I think, for 2 years. That was 2002 and 2003. And after that, the option for two-wheel drive went out the window. This was like a super limited production number truck, guys. I'm on some of the Avalanche forums, and even they are like mind-boggled. They're like, oh, it's got this kind of leather, the Chevy Tech leather, and they're like, that's a rare option. I'm like, wow, the more people talk, the more I'm starting to think, man, I think I got a good deal on it. So Monkey Wrench Mike and I are flying out to Los Angeles early in the morning, and we're going to go to Riverside, California, where we're going to pick up this new Avalanche, sight unseen, runs and drives, not a clue, sold on a red light at a dealer auction called Mannheim. So we are literally flying there. We have no backup plan. The plan is fly there, get an Uber, go to Mannheim and Riverside, which is 2 hours away from LAX, and hopefully drive the truck for 2 days to go film some of the exotic cars that Los Angeles has to offer at their local Copart yard, and then drive 1,300 miles back home in a truck that I paid $4,300 for. Hey, if that sounds like something you're interested in, well, stay tuned, guys, because I got some videos coming for you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.